Ceriam, take it away.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're all ready for these races. This was a lot of fun. We did this 2 months ago. Just want to say thanks to General for having me back. I know there's been a lot of hype with this. A lot of people are looking forward to it. So let's have a good night of races.
There we go. All right. Does everyone else feel set up as far as their games and everything? Audio is okay to come in now, be it Siege, Dark, or Flib?
Errol.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Cool, we got all three. Excellent.
So and I can hear the game now.
All the better.
Oh, let me do this. My timer does work. Okay. Oh, no, that's what I wanted to do, too. Doot. And you guys, you'll only hear my video games audio. It's not going to be all four because that would just be insane. What I'm going to do, though, is change my filter on my timer so you guys can see it. Because if I'm that further away, it'll make it tough. There you go. That way you can tell if I'm green or not. Or okay. So like last time, what it was Siri went and did a 3, 2, 1, and then on go is when we would start. I don't even have my thing set up yet, but you get the idea what we're trying to do. All right, what's wrong with that right here? I must have clicked off of it. Always keep that top one there as a reminder of a casual playthrough. You know, good old level 80 after grinding, trying to get that.
Is that like a childhood file or something?
I wish. So this was from my first playthrough, like complete playthrough back in 2017. Yeah, 2017.
Very nice.
It was actually the first game I played, because I've been streaming already for almost 2 years at that point, where it was the first game I had played as an affiliate or whatever. So I do remember a lot of fun memories of the shenanigans that evening. And it took multiple, if you guys could tell, because level 80
Did you get affiliate like right when it came out? What was it, like April 2017 or something?
It was like, yeah, it was April 2017, and even though like I had already qualified by the stats, like it took like another 2 weeks after the initial launch. Like everyone that I was friends with was like, dude, I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know.
That's how it was with me. Same. I think I got it in like the second wave because I was like, man, all these people getting it. I hope I get it.
Yeah, well, like I was like, what's wrong? What'd I do?
Right.
But it is what it is. All right, so I'm officially ready now.
Is everybody ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, well, everyone is ready. So without further ado, I guess I will give the countdown. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, and then start your timers on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off.
Well, I just lost a bunch of time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. General, oh my God, redoing the naming.
Oh Jesus!
Did you want to start over?
Can we do that? Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pretty substantial time loss right there in the beginning. False start. False start. That one didn't count. Everyone gets a mulligan.
God, that was silly.
Good practice, guys. Good practice.
Okay, so I still need a name. Freaking what's his name all over again? Okay.
Gotta reset your timer too.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
professional. I'm a professional. Don't worry, everyone. It's gonna be okay. There. That's his name. That's your name. That's your name.
This is probably fine, so everybody can see we're not manipulating anything.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
right. See, it's all part of the plan.
It's because I think I hit B instead of A because I wasn't looking at my controller. I was looking at the space bar.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
But like, let's go. Wait, why am I back at my name? Hold on. It's supposed to make that cool sound effect.
I hate my audio.
It's not that bad. You're fine.
Well, no, like not sounding, but like it's delaying again.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not that bad. It's barely.
Why.
For my visual, it's barely.
Yeah. Well, like I meant like game sound to seeing it because I hit that. Now I have a sound.
Gotcha. All right.
Sounds
so
overrated
I am officially
anyway.
ready.
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we go for real this time. We're gonna 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there we go.
Whew.
That's how you do it. So we
start.
are.
And now we wait.
I know, right? I know. So we get all that hype and then we wait. So we've got a 1:08 cutscene here. You better get used to it, because if you're going to run this game, you're going to see this a lot. It gives you time to think about the stupid mistakes that you just made in the previous run and how
So
dumb
many
you are.
mistakes. So
Like,
many.
you've got a 1:08 to just ponder your existence and why you went for that skip when you knew it wasn't going to work. And why you tried to stutter that instead of despawning.
Oh, God.
So people, I'll give a little fun tidbit during this. People have talked about how, if you're familiar with Super Metroid, you know they skip the cutscene by always starting with a file that they copy that's already watched it. You could theoretically do the same thing here, but a long time ago when they started the timing, I assume they didn't know that. When Ness gets out of bed right here, when his feet hit the ground, there's a true autosave that's made. If you hard reset the console, you'll start right back there. You won't have to watch the cutscene anymore. It's kind of like when Samus comes down the elevator. So in theory, you could just have his feet hit the ground, like he's going to do right now, and then copy that file, and then just whenever you start a new run, copy the file and go from there. But then you wouldn't get to watch this great cutscene, and that would be a travesty. So all 4 runners coming in here and getting the bat right off the bat, no pun intended. You actually don't have to get it right now. You could come back and get it after the first walk to go check out the meteorite and talk to Pokey. You actually don't have to equip the bat to leave the house, but you do have to get it. If you don't equip it, you'll get extra text from Pokey. He will nag you. In fact, the TAS actually equips the bat because it's faster to equip it than to get the extra text. Now, right now, spawns are off, so this is just, beginner intro stuff. They probably intended for you to wander around, talk to these cops, but we're not going to do that because we know what we're doing. We're professionals. We don't need no stinking help. But Pokey right here, his movement is scripted. So if you ever watch this game, there's a lot of RNG manip. But Pokey right here moving, it's one of the few times where an NPC moves, and he always goes down like that. It doesn't affect the RNG there. So the only things that really come into play right here is just pathing and not overmashing. Overmashing obviously is where you just keep spamming the buttons beyond the end of the NPC's text. You'll see that sometimes people just have the menu popping up and down. And then obviously not getting stuck on things is very important. It's one of the things you don't really realize until you start learning the game. So many times I've heard people say, like, man, it's a lot harder to walk around in this game than you make it look. It's so easy to get hung up on things. You'll see a lot of wall riding. People will kind of glide off of objects. And so when people start, they go try to do that on everything, but you'll learn very quickly you can't do that on everything. You basically have to memorize like every single thing in the game, what you can glide on and what you can't. So we're going to go down.
Tracy.
Uh-oh. Tracy's playing some solid defense there.
She's good.
So basically just going to go through here and talk to Pokey. The real fun starts when you leave the house. That's when the trash fires start. So he's basically gonna sit here and lie. He says that Picky ran away, but in reality, Pokey's the one that ran away. Picky says it later. If you could just snuff Pokey out right here in the beginning, this whole entire game would be over. Just take out the enemy, man. Take him out early.
Get him out of here.
Get him out. So it looks like we've got a tie right now between Flib and DarkAlexandr. They're almost synced up, and then SorcererSiege is just slightly behind, and then General just slightly behind him. It's kind of funny how you can have people on different paces just through this beginning part, and like I said, that just comes down to the movement and the text mashing actually does a lot. Like you wouldn't think it, but you can actually save a ton of time on good text mashing. So Flib's the first one out the door, followed by DarkAlexandr and SorcererSiege. This is 100% spawn right here. Ooh, DarkAlexandr getting a fight there. Luckily, the snakes aren't super aggressive. Looks like Flib's going to run past his crow. General got that free. That's 100% spawn plate, but sometimes it can be free. DarkAlexandr doing the auto fight on the snake, which is optimal. As long as he gets through the fight, he'll be fine. Flib very wisely doing a despawn there. That's actually a guaranteed despawn. You go over far enough. If the enemy's far enough to the right, you can despawn it without re-triggering the spawn plate. Dang, General just blasting through. First one up to Picky. He just went from 4th up to 1st, just like that. Flib trying to stutter here. So if you tap the D-pad, it takes a couple of frames for the enemies to kind of see that you're moving, and you can make more progress than they do. So Flib getting through with that stutter. DarkAlexandr doing the despawn. So we're going to have Flib getting up there in 2nd. You've got DarkAlexandr and SorcererSiege neck and neck, both stuttering here. And then there's no more spawn plates, so it's the rest of the walk up there is free. Yeah, Luxon, he really did. Flib really got screwed over last time.
Yeah, big time.
Nothing I could do. Ant just wanted me. He was like, no, you're done here. This is the last time you do this.
Didn't you die to Boogey, too?
And I died at Boogie. Well, I got the dog that killed me.
Oh, yeah, so right before Boogey, even worse.
And then I think on Boogey, and again.
And then, yeah, I died.
Again, just for good measure, you know, it's like, hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Or the tent flap.
So I think what happened was that he didn't have any PP or whatever left.
I didn't have anything left.
So, like,
yeah.
he was using his bare minimum, like, Jeff didn't hit for nothing, right? For that bottle.
Yeah, you're really dependent on that BBR. If the BBR rolls badly, then you're kind of in for a fight there, because you can't really do anything with Polish. He only has freeze. You really need fire, because Boogie has freeze resistance. So General's got a nice little lead here. Spawns are off when you talk to Picky, so this is just a free walk. And then the Starman fight is pretty dumb. It's a scripted fight. You really can't lose. I mean, technically you can, but you would have to grind for hours to get Shield Alpha, because the way the Buzz works, he's always going to give you a Psychic Shield, and Starman can only do Psychic attacks. So what you're looking for in this fight, everyone's just going to auto-fight. You're looking for Starman to guard, if possible. It's the quickest thing he can do. What you don't want to see is fire, because fire is an AoE type attack right there. General's getting a guard, because since there are shields on everybody, if you get fire, just like General's getting right now, you get the text saying, Nessa's shield reflected it, Pokey's shield reflected it, Picky's shield reflected it, Buzz's shield reflected it. And it's just really slow. He can do a freeze, which only targets one kid, so it's a little faster. The guard is the best, although guard does reduce damage by half. Unless Buzz selects his strong attack, because it's a tear into him. General getting a really nice 2-round there. 730 something is a very, very good. Like, I would be happy with that for PB attempts. Like, that is a very. Yeah. So that's really, really good. That's really, really good. Like, the best you can ever really get without manip is around a 720, but that's very rare. Even sub 730 is pretty rare. What's more likely here is that you're going to get a 3-round fight. And there's not really... The thing that's dumb about this fight, there's not really anything you can do. It's just... You just auto-fight and pray. DarkAlexandr coming out next with a... I believe that was an 808. That's more about your standard time. That's still pretty good, though. That's still pretty good. And then Flib and SorcererSiege here getting... So Flib's getting through, and then SorcererSiege should be getting through here pretty quickly. So what we're going to see next is they're going to go out. There are a few spawns that could potentially get in the way, but there's not really much out there. Most of the spawns are avoidable, but they're going to go get the Mr. Baseball cap and sell it, get some money, and then they're going to go down and fight the sharks. Frank is pretty much the first real run killer, because sometimes Frank just says, you know what? I don't want you to have a run. You're just going to die. You're just going to die. If he just pulls out the knife twice, there's really not much you can do. But this text here, mashing through this, you have to say yes on the first prompt, and then you have to say no on the second prompt. Because first he asks if you understand, and then he asks if you want to hear it again. And if you say you want to hear it again, it's a huge time loss. He really likes to tell the unabridged edition of the story.
No footnotes.
No, nothing. He's like, I'm going to paint you a mental picture.
No time limit on your last words.
It's like, I'm dying. Do you want to hear it a 5th time? So General getting a free zoo. They call that area the zoo, harkening back to the zoo from Mother 1, I believe, is the inspiration for the name. General getting bodied there by Stinky Kid.
Yeah. It's alright, though.
So they're getting this hat here. They're just going to sell it. you're going to see the runners equip it. The reason why they equip it is it's quicker to sell it, because when you buy an item to replace an item you already have equipped, the shopkeepers will prompt you to buy it. So it's quicker to just buy it in sequence rather than having to do a separate sell menu there. Getting a trash burger because nobody's too good for a little bit of garbage juice on their burger. Don't tell me you never picked a burger out of the trash. Come on, everybody's done it.
I think that's considered Flavor Town.
One last trip to Flavor Town. Hell yeah. So they're going to get the T-ball bat. They need the extra offense. They're going to get the baseball cap there. And then they're going to get the cheap bracelet just for defense. Looks like Siege started going the wrong way there. He's taking a detour.
Got a dog.
Oh, there was a dog. I missed it.
Right
Wow, okay, that dog got like sub-pixeled. I don't know what he was stuck on there. So you may wonder why General is doing that movement. It looks like he's walking further out of the way than he has to. That's actually a spawn skip. There's an off by 1 error in the game's code, and there's certain like holes in the spawn trigger. And if you walk through them, the game won't actually trigger the check for the spawns. So you can pretty much get a free walk up to these sharks here. Very nice fight there from General. So you fight that guy because there's a guaranteed burger drop, plus you need the levels. So you basically take this fight. This is a fight that you would skip if you were doing manip, but it helps with non-manip just to kind of level up a little bit. Pretty much what you're going to do here is just auto fight. If you get a couple charge forwards, then you just life up, or not life up, but use the bread roll or the burgers. Ideally, you'll get through the arcade only using the bread roll. But if you need to use burgers, it's not a big deal. Or really, you would prioritize the life ups over the burgers, because you can rest with Frank when you're done, and he'll restore your HP and your psychic points. Because even though they're going to buy burgers, I imagine they're all going to buy burgers before Giant Step. If you use life ups rather than the burgers, then you don't have to buy as many when you get to the shopping sequence. So we've got Flib making it into the arcade. DarkAlexandr making an arcade. Nice smash there from DarkAlexandr. We got SorcererSiege fighting the guy outside. Nice, but was that a smash too? It looked like he smashed him.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for on Frank here, you're looking for him not to pull the knife like that. Frank can do a weak attack where he comes out swinging. He can do a strong attack where he brandishes the knife. He can he can talk nasty, which makes your guts go down. And then he can just knife you over and over.
I didn't know a butterfly could spawn there.
That's just a random spawn. That's not a set spawn. So General getting past Frank. Frank's the scarier one. Now, Frankenstein is partially scripted. He will always do steam and then a weak attack.
No!
Then steam.
Why?
And then stronger weak. Oh, no. Oh, no. DarkAlexandr falling to Frank there. He got the smash on him, 51. He was almost dead. He was only 1 hit away. But, you know, that's EarthBound for you. Welcome to EarthBound speedrunning. Now, he's going to sleep with Mom here. That sounded bad. He's going to talk to Mom and then sleep to restore his psychic points. Because you have no psychic points when you continue.
Dude, I can't stop missing.
General kind of low on HP here. Oh, he got hit for exact damage.
Yeah, I kept on missing.
Oh, no.
I missed like
General
3 times.
falling as well. So, at least for General, he will not have to fight Frank again. He can go straight back into the Frankenstein fight. SorcererSiege getting a nice smash on Frank. This is a lot of smashes. So if Flip can get past Frankenstein here, he will take the lead.
Whew.
Can he do it?
Terrible.
Oh, yeah, you got to take the photo with shame there. So DarkAlexandr getting the photo. Nice 20-second time loss to add insult to injury, you know. So Frankenstein should be dead. There he is. So Flib, the first one getting past Frankenstein. So he gets off to a nice lead. If SorcererSiege can get past him too, he'll have a close second. Looks like DarkAlexandr's trying to find out who let the dogs out. Oh, did I, John? I don't remember. I mean, it's the natural thing to say. We always say, like, with so-and-so, like, rest with Frank, you know? There we go.
Sleep with Mom,
SorcererSiege.
you know, it's normal. It's normal.
Nothing wrong with that. So we've got Flib in first, SorcererSiege in second. Looks like DarkAlexandr, if he can get back through here, will be in third. Although, no, DarkAlexandr still has to fight Frank. If General can get back down there, I forgot, he's going to go straight to Frankie's time.
We'll see.
So we've got all the runners resting.
Okay, not this again. Seriously! Oh, I got saved.
Smash. Wow, the gut save. That is so crazy. So the chance to smash is 1/20, as is the chance to gut save. It's guts over 500 or 1/20, whichever is greater. And for the early part of the game, actually through all of Boogey, it's going to be 1/20. So you've got the you've got Flib and SorcererSiege. They've got to get the key to the shack to get in there. Doing a little story progression. DarkAlexandr getting a strong attack there. Wisely lifing up because he would not have been able to survive another strong attack. Even a weak attack there. Even the weak attack would have killed him. There we go. So we've got DarkAlexandr in third. And now, ooh, General getting 35 from a tear. That's a pretty high amount of damage there. Wisely lifing up. Getting a weak attack there. Should be about dead. Only got 90-something HP. I think it's like 91. And there we go. So all 4 runners passed Frankie's time. So the next big run killer is going to be Titanic Ant. Before they get to Titanic Ant, they will have to do the one and only level grind in the whole entire game. Now, if you were doing RNG manipulation, you would skip it. But what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to grind until level 8, because that's when you get Psy Rockin'. It's Ness's first defensive Psy ability. And without that, there's pretty much no way you're going to beat Titanic Ant, because Titanic Ant actually has 2 Antoids in the fight with them on a different row. And so if you were going to try to do that fight without Rockin', you'd have to take them out first, because they just sit there and do life up, either Titanic Ant or themselves. So you'll see everybody filling up with burgers. That's the safe strat. As I mentioned earlier, you can actually do this without burgers. Like for PB attempts, that's what the top level runners would do. But you're gonna reset well more than half your runs. Probably like 3/4 your runs are gonna be reset due to not having them. So you see Flib in here. He's just kind of walking back and forth. So he's looking for slugs. There you go. So you have 4 packs. That's all that's going to spawn for slugs on the bottom. You can only get slug and what are they? Rowdy mice? I think they were called rowdy mice on the bottom. You cannot get the Antoids on the bottom. Now, if you move up, some people like to get a certain number and then start moving up. But once you go up to the 2nd and 3rd floors, you can also get ants, and they have the exact same overworld sprite as the slugs. So there's not any way to directly tell the difference. You can kind of tell from the spawn groups, because the ants will always spawn in packs of 2. And the slugs will spawn in packs of 4. And then on top floor, you can even get 6 packs.
I got a bomb.
No way. I don't believe it.
That's what happened to him last time, too.
Oh my god.
So a
hopefully it's
little
not a
bit
premonition.
about the bombs there. Those are 1 out of 128 drops. It's the rarest class to drop in the game. That's very, very useful on Titanic Ant. Now, there's a little bit of superstition about the bombs. Some people believe in the fact that the bombs are actually cursed. And if you get a bomb, then, you know, your run is doomed. But on those runs where it actually works out, it's very nice. Now, one big mistake some people do is they're used to seeing the manip where we get 2 bombs. And so when they get bombs, they're like, oh, I'm just going to run up there and bomb them. But you still want to do your rockets first, because as I mentioned, there's the Antoids in the fight, and they're on a different row. The bomb will deal splash damage, but only to the enemies immediately adjacent to the targeted enemy. Dude, are we gonna have to proof call this man?
Yeah, do it.
Did we agree to manip in this? Did I miss that? Or
It's that hentai folder.
It's okay. I accidentally threw it away though.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't believe that.
I saw it say that your inventory was full, but I just out of the corner of my eye, I thought you threw something else away.
No.
That's kind of an awkward menu if you're not used to it.
Yeah, I wasn't used to it, so I had no idea what to do. I
Yeah.
expect to get 2?
Yeah,
Well, don't worry. You'll just get another one, right?
Yeah, I'll just get another one after this one. Don't worry.
Dude, this game is easy. This game is easy. Just get good RNG. It's not hard. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, try more.
Man. So what they're going to do is they're going to kill 22 slugs. We may see some different strats here. The safe strat would be just to grind all of them on the bottom floor. The annoying thing about that is you actually end up getting 24 slugs. So you're fighting 2 extra. to do it optimally, you would get 16 slugs, either on the bottom floor or the bottom in the middle, and then you would go to the top and get a 6-pack, because that would put you at 22 even. The problem is that the 6-pack is kind of hard to get. The spawn rate on the bottom is 55%. Plus, you got to keep in mind that you can't get ants on the bottom floor. So effectively, it's even higher. Once you go up to the middle floor, the spawn plates are 35%, but it also introduces ants into the equation, because those are just the spawn rates for the plates themselves. There's also a breakdown of the proportionality on the plates. And then at the top floor, it's, I believe it goes back up to 40%. But the safe strat is just to get them all on the bottom, and then you can just stutter your way up. Now, some people don't feel as comfortable stuttering, so they like to have the option to just take a pack on the middle or on the top floor, so they don't have to worry about stuttering. And then the really annoying thing is when you have a lot of sprites on screen, and enemy spawns are sprites, there's more lag in the game. And for whatever reason, when there are a lot of lag frames, it's like the game cheats. The enemies move effortlessly, and you feel like you're stuttering through like quicksand. So a lot of times you'll get put into fights that you would be able to stutter otherwise if there weren't so many other things on screen. That bomb is still going to come in handy, though, because 2 rockets and a bomb will usually take out Titanic Ant. If that doesn't do it, then you should really only need a bash or 2. You'd have to have really low damage rolls for that. And you want to do the rockets anyway to take out the Antoids, like I mentioned. Plus, Titanic Ant can do magnet, so you really want to get those out before he drains all your psychic points. Looks like everybody's having pretty good slug fights. I mean, sometimes you can get down here and you can just kind of wander around. But you'll notice the stutter stepping, like SorcererSiege right there, stutter stepping the mouse. Every single enemy in Giant Step is stutterable. The slugs, the mice, and the Antoids. As I mentioned, really the only thing you gotta fight with is the lag. So I'm actually not even sure who's in the lead here with the
I think this
grind.
is the last slug fight.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna keep a count on 4 different people all at once. Hold on, it's like that scene from The Hangover. Like,
Yeah,
here are the
exactly.
2. Calculating.
The answer's 7. What?
But yeah, if this gets level 8 for Flib, he's gonna have
I got
a
another
nice...
bomb.
Dude,
What?
okay, you're
What?
cheating.
No.
Don't throw this one away, all right? Don't fuck this up. Don't throw it away.
I did.
No!
Threw the burger away.
I can't believe that.
No, you threw the burger away, right?
I threw
Or did
the
you throw
burger
the whole
away.
one?
No, I threw the burger away.
Okay,
yeah.
I was about to say,
I
please.
kept that one. No.
This revenge on Ant compared to how the last one went.
Oh
for
my
you is gonna be
goodness,
glorious,
it's gonna be
though.
so nice.
Dude, you were telling me I can't rib you over your capture anymore, but you know, if you threw a second bomb away, you'd never hear the end of it. Remember that time you threw 2 bombs away?
You threw 2 of them away. You got 3, you idiot.
Dude, he's in the lead. He's just sandbagging. He's like, dude, I can't have 3 bombs.
Yeah.
You got, by the way, I think that's the first time I've ever seen anybody get 3 bomb drops non-manip. I've never seen it before. I've seen 2. I've never had 3. I've never seen 3. So you might have just done something that's never been
pretty
done, as
crazy.
far as I know. But you threw one away, so it doesn't count.
But yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'm just playing. I've done every stupid thing you can think of in this game. So General going for the 6-pack there. Very nice, very nice.
I needed to. Frankie Stein was so mean.
Yeah, so
He's
that'll be a
freaking
nice little
tank
time
and
save.
He can dodge? What?
So Siege must have had an amazing grind because he actually took the lead, but the bomb that Flib has could definitely come in handy. I don't think anybody else got any bombs. I think we would have heard the hype surrounding it.
Oh yeah,
like
I
getting
haven't got anything.
getting a bomb drop non-manip is in the well, shouldn't say that, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
So here's
gonna
the
say
problem
something.
with the 6-pack.
I was gonna say something that could have been slightly political. I was like, probably shouldn't say that. Yeah, the problem with the 6-pack is they're guaranteed to have at least 1 round to hypnotize you. You have a 25% chance to wake up of your own volition, or 50% if they hit you. With the 4-packs, you would have to either hit for below 30 HP, which is how much they have, or you would have to miss a few times. So Siege getting a pretty good, that's a roughly an average rock and roll there. Taking out both the Antoids. It can miss. Rockin' is one of the few psychic attacks it can miss. The only other one is Thunder.
Ooh.
Does Thunder have a
Ooh,
higher
100.
chance of missing?
It depends on how many enemies there are. If there's 1, it's 25%, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, and if there's 4 enemies or more, it's guaranteed to hit. Where it's just a random chance, but Rockin's based on speed. So Flib getting his Rockins out here before he does the bomb, and he just got hit really hard from Ant. If he gets hit again, he's dead, and that's a really good rock and roll. So, oh, he's going for the bomb. No, no. I mean, there
was nothing I could do.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do there. You had to hope that he didn't hit you, but at least you didn't burn the bomb yet, so you still have it. And the other one, you got 2 of them actually, right? You didn't use either one, I don't think. Yeah. So Siege is having a good fight here. Ant should be about dead.
Just don't forget to heal with your psychic points.
Yep. So Siege getting past Titanic Ant, getting sweet victory over Ant, getting revenge from last time because I think he had some bad Ant fights. So he's going to get off to a nice lead. It looks like DarkAlexandr is going to have a chance to be in second here if he can get past Ant. And then General taking some Antoids here.
Not what I want.
Sometimes that just kind of happens.
I got 2 aggro.
If you have 24 offense or more, you can instant win them. But if you get like red swirled, then it won't. And if there's 2 of them, then it's not going to instant win. It would have to be a single.
When you think it's a single and it's actually a double.
Yeah, sometimes they're stacked on top of each other.
I'm like, oh, I got this. Oh, crap.
So, unfortunately, DarkAlexandr getting into an Antoid fight, so General was able to pass him up there. Open him with his Rockin'. Getting 87, that's pretty good. That's above average. Taking out both the Antoids. What's he gonna? He looks like he thought about it. He decided he's gonna heal here. Healing below 60 HP is the safe strat.
Woo!
Those are good damage. Ooh, 102. Yeah, that's really nice. So, what you really don't want to see is for Ant to put up the shield because that reduces physical attack damage by half. So even though he's hitting him, he's only doing weak attacks.
Nice.
What you really don't want are the strong attacks. Very nice Ant fight for GeneralAndrews there. So he is solidly in second place. Now you've got Flib coming back. Unfortunately, you do have to venture back through, but you can just stutter everything. So DarkAlexandr getting in on the Ant fight. He's going to go ahead and heal here. Ooh, Magnet. Be less than 6, good 3. So Magnet can drain for anywhere from 2 to 8 psychic points. Luckily, he drained less than 7, because if he would have drained 7 or 8, he would have been unable to do his other rocket. And he's getting smashed. Yeah, this is probably going to be a death. Yeah, if you get smashed by Ant, there's not really a lot you can do, unless you're like at full HP. And then even then, if he hits you again, you're probably going to die. So unfortunately, falling there. Tell you what, man, that Titanic Ant, he just is not a friendly guy. He's really not. If you're going to die anywhere, it's probably going to be to Ant and Boogie runs. And sadly, it also loses the most amount of time. The 2 costliest deaths in Onet are Titanic Ant and Captain Strong. No. Because if you die to Captain Strong, you got to fight all the cops again. And if you die to Ant, you got to go all the way back through Giant Step, and the enemies still come for you. Luckily, once you defeat Titanic Ant, the enemies are guaranteed to run. But they can be really annoying still, just like General is finding out where they can camp the rope there.
That's all you had to do, Ant, was do a defense down once. That was it.
So Flib is going to try to whip these bombs out. 112, very good. That was only 8 off max. The max is 120.
Dang,
so this should probably kill him. Yeah, very good fight. That was rockin' bomb. That's the best fight that I've ever had and I've ever seen. Theoretically, 2 Rockins could kill him because he has 235 HP and they both can hit for a max of 120. So theoretically, you could do up to 240 damage from the 2 Rockins. But I've never even seen a 120 Rockin, let alone 2 of them. You know,
I didn't even know that was highest max. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the most of it's 40 to 120. I think the most I've ever seen is a 118. I know I've seen a 116. I think I've seen a 118. And I think I've had a 42, only 2 off the minimum. That's always fun.
All right. Yesterday, this part was so terrible. I died Captain Strong like 4 out of 5 run attempts.
Wow.
Ooh.
And even one of them, I was like, no, guys, we're going to run it anyways. Let's just go. And I get back to Captain Strong again, and he still just faces me. And I'm like, oh.
Cap Strong is not a nice dude. He's really not. So you see DarkAlexandr getting in a 6-pack. Since he has Rockin' already, he can just go ahead and do that, and then he can just replenish the psychic points from the butterflies. SorcererSiege making quick work of these cops here. He is still sitting at 30 psychic points, getting a smash from the cop there. Fortunately, they don't do as much damage as Ant. Wisely doing a life up there. What you want to do is you want to prioritize your burgers over your psychic points for Rockin' when possible, because ideally you'll go into the Captain Strong fight with 2 Rockins, and 2 Rockins almost always will kill him because he's only got 140 HP, so they only got to hit for an average of 70. General getting smashed here too, but he's getting that life up off. It almost seems like there's a higher chance of outspeeding when you do life up, and luckily he outsped there.
Wow. I was freaking
So
out.
just like I was saying, Siege going in too strong. 98, very good. So this one should kill him. And then he even got a guard on turn 1. Very, very nice Captain Strong fight there from SorcererSiege. So SorcererSiege, our first runner to make it out of Onet. So got General sitting in second here if he can make it through the gauntlet. Flib entering. He is the third one entering the cops fight. And then we've got DarkAlexandr coming up to get revenge on Titanic Anthole, as people like to call him. His true name.
So what do I even do with this second bomb here? Do I use it on Strong?
Personally, what I would do, I would use it on Strong if you only have 1 Rockin'. If you have 2 Rockins on Strong, I would save it for Car Painter, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because on Car Painter, you're pretty much dependent on those reflects, and if you don't get them, you know, you're kind of out of luck. But if you have the 2 Rockins, you might as well do it, because then you can just replenish your psychic points with the butterflies on the way through. And I mean, the 2 Rockins pretty much always do it. Really, you can do it. You can play it by ear, and if you get a low rock and roll, you can use it. But if you get a high rock and roll, you can just bash it out. Because like I said, he's only got 140 HP. So if you hit like 100 damage Rockin', it's only going to be a few bashes.
Ooh, nice.
General getting a 70 right there. That's
Oh.
perfectly average. Just needs another 70. Oh, it failed. It didn't work. Oh no, and he's mad. He's mad. Captain Strong is mad. Oh, his grapple. That was a strong attack, but it missed. That's always scary when it fails. It's only like an 8% chance for that to happen too. It's so stupid. Oh, he smashed him.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, that was so unlucky.
Oh, man.
So General falls, and unfortunately, as I said, he's going to have to actually go through all 4 cop fights to get back to Captain Strong. That's so brutal that they do that. They should do it like Frank, where if you beat him, you don't have to fight him again. If you like earlier, if you die to Frank, you just go straight back to Frankenstein.
That was 3 misses by me, or 2 misses and a dodge, or
So
whatever.
DarkAlexandr getting through Ant there, getting his revenge.
Oh man, that was
Very
terrible
good.
luck.
So you've got Siege going through. He's got to do a little bit of story progression. He's got to feed Applicant, and he's got to go load the pencil, get the phone call, get the pencil eraser. So he's got a few minutes of story progression here. Luckily, they already got the photo, so they don't have to get the photo of shame again. It's the one upside to having died already, right? You don't have to skip the photo again.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, Flip getting a burger there. That's actually a 1 out of 8 drop. And that can come in handy so that you can, as I mentioned, you want to prioritize that over your psychic points. I didn't see if he has 2 Rockins here. Okay, he does. Oh, yeah, and he's even got a life up. Plus, he's still got the bomb. He's strapped. Ooh, 48 minimum.
It's really bad.
Yeah, near minimum.
Still
Okay,
good.
yeah. So
Okay.
it evened out. So he's going to save that bomb for Car Painter. Just like with Titanic Ant, you still want to get the Rockins out first because Car Painter actually is scripted, and he puts up a Psychic Shield on turn 4, I believe it is. Lightning, Life Up, Bash. No, it's turn 5. He does Lightning and then Shield. So on turn 5, he puts up his Shield. So if you don't get your Rockins out before then they're useless because that's a common beginner mistake. People will bash and then do stuff, and then they try to, you know, their life up, and then they do the Rockin', and they're like, whoops, I forgot he did that. I forgot. So General getting back into the cops fight, getting past one of them.
Get outta here.
The one upside to this, ooh, nice smash, and that was an outspeed too. The one upside to fighting the cops is when you die, you keep your experience, you keep your level. So he is a higher level than he was on the first time through, so they shouldn't be as bad. Yeah, exactly, John. That's what we were saying. That's really the best place to use it. I mean, you could use it in the shack fight and get a little bit of splash damage, but, you know, it won't hit the crow. I think Car Painter is the better choice. Yeah, Siege is just cruising right now. So there are a few little spawn skips you can do here in this part of PRV. You'll see him like cutting his corner and staying near that wall, just like that. That's a spawn skip. As I mentioned earlier, when they walk down to the first Pogo Punk, it's kind of the same idea. So there are holes in the spawn triggers on the top left, the bottom left, and the top right. There are none on the bottom right. So if you are walking up left to a spawn plate, you can't skip it. But if you're walking down right to it, like at a diagonal, down left or up right, heading towards the spawn plate, you can skip it. Some areas you can't do it, though. It's based on the map geography. So General coming in at 19 on Strong here. Luckily, he did not attack, because he probably would have died. He's only got one rock in. Hopefully, it's going to do something good. 62, not anything to write home about. And then he's turning around with a strong attack. This is not looking good. Not looking good. He's guarding. This is really risky. Oh.
I had nothing else left.
Yeah.
I've got no burgers.
Yeah, you may need to actually pull out some money and buy a few. Because you should have money from all those cops that you killed. It's kind of hard to get through there with 0. Like, even in Burgerless, we usually have... It's kind of a dumb name, because we do get burgers. We just don't buy any. It's no burger shopping. But even with the quote-unquote Burgerless strat, we usually go in there with at least 2. I mean, a lot of people would consider 2, like, suicide, you know, that are used to buying full burgers. Like, a lot of times people will... If they're low, they'll buy more after Titanic Ant, because you have to kind of pass by the burger shop anyway.
Man, who would have known what we do with 3 bombs?
Uh-oh, we got something going on with the feed. Something happened with the
Oh no.
Oh, we lost
the
someone.
layout. Who did we lose?
Oh,
We
DarkAlexandr.
lost DarkAlexandr.
Oh yeah, DarkAlexandr's gone, and it messed up the layout. Like, we can't see what's going on with the other
man.
letter. We can still see General, but the layout, like, we've got like big zoom-ins of this. Well, we can still kind of see what Flib is doing, but he's appearing on where SorcererSiege.
Right.
Oh man, welcome to EarthBound, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you guys want to like pause here and hold for a second?
Yeah, if we can get a hold of him.
General can fix everything.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
everybody.
taking my hand off my
Okay.
controller.
Yeah, everybody pause. Everybody pause. So,
Let's see.
that's a thing that happened. Yeah. What happened is, there we go. So we're working on it. What happened is DarkAlexandr dropped out from the call, and it shifted the positions. I guess what... Well, I guess that wouldn't even work. The problem is, since he
That's
was...
the big thing.
Yeah, he was screen capturing the Discord call in OBS. So when DarkAlexandr disappeared, it shifted all the positions in the call, and that's why you're getting what you're getting. Yeah, he hasn't said anything in the call or anything, or in the group chat, and it says he's offline.
I'm texting him.
Okay.
Okay,
I
cool.
figured that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, his internet could have dropped out or something like that.
Because like if he comes back in after I reform everything, then it's gonna get messed up again.
Well, it should go right back to where it was, shouldn't it? If it
No,
puts
I
in
mean
the
if
same
he
spot
comes
anyway.
back, it'll go right back to normal.
Right.
That's what I was hoping for. Like it was a quick disconnect, and then he'll jump back in.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not out west where they're having all those power outages or whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't
like
know.
In California.
Like, cause like for me, that's where I'm out at. I know he's out in he's on Eastern
Michigan.
time. I'm pretty sure.
Mm. Monkey Man, I'm watching it.
Yeah, no, he's doing good. Ceriam is top notch.
Thank you.
Well, while that's going on, let's get some shout outs though going. Let's get the game music back up too.
Hell yeah.
I saw that monkey. I just chose to ignore it.
You talking about Siege? I mean, you tagged Blazin with it. I thought you were telling him. Yeah, I mean, everybody can see it, I believe.
Mm.
Plus, it's kind of hard to comment on 4 different streams and the chat at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a couple things I picked out from the chat. Like, if there's like an actual question or something, you know?
We're getting a comment from DarkAlexandr here, it looks like.
Okay. He's alive.
So I guess while we're kind of not doing... Oh, he said his internet went out.
Poor
He's
guy.
going to have to forfeit.
Oh no, that's a bummer.
Okay, well then I'll resize everything real quick. Dude,
Are you going to continue this, or are you going to start a new one?
I guess we could
Because
start
it-
a new one just because
We
it
can
would
start a
be,
new one.
you know.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if
that
you
works.
finish this, he's a forfeit, and I mean, he's a forfeit, so this race is basically over because it's
It's- yeah,
knockout, you know.
Right.
Right.
But I have
Yeah.
so many bombs.
You did great. You did great.
Too bad you can't carry it over to the next run.
All right,
Yeah,
so I'm
I
gonna
mean,
kill
unless you just want to call this like the second race, and we would finish
No, we
early.
can
Yeah,
continue doing
No,
that
no.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
those
in
are
the
pretty
lead,
much-
So that would be wonderful, but no.
yeah.
No.
I mean, those are pretty much the only 2 options.
Yeah, I like redoing it, starting over.
Game of Music. I've been speedrunning EarthBound for just shy of 3 years. This December will be 3 years.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
So I will fix this. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Let's put some music in the background.
Get that elevator music. Do 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 do. Oh, that's Jeopardy.
That is
All right,
Jeopardy.
you can listen to some brain shot.
Do 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 do.
I don't have my keyboard handy where I would play the that weird Threed tune.
Oh yeah. Do 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 do. It's the same sound that it makes in the department store, but it sounds like it's an intercom coming on the store. Yeah, the world record of this category is going to do the burgerless strat I was talking about. So after Frankenstein, in races, generally people are going to go to the drugstore, withdraw money from the ATM, go to the burger shop next door, and fill up their inventory with burgers. The burgerless strat, even though it's a bit of a misnomer, does not do any burger shopping.
Oh.
And you're going to lose a lot of runs because of it.
There's DarkAlexandr.
Hey man, welcome back. I'm sorry to hear what happened. That's a real bummer.
Yeah, it's a shame. What are you gonna do?
All right, so are you gonna hang out? That way I know what to do for the shaping of the videos here.
I mean, I'll hang out. That's cool, but there's no sense in me trying to get this run going again. I mean, it's beyond toast, so I don't want to hold you guys
Can you do me a
up.
favor real quick and disconnect from the call for the moment so I can actually have this as a backup strat where if
Sure.
someone needed to leave, we would actually have 3 correctly sized windows?
Yeah,
I was
for
actually
sure.
thinking about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no worries.
And then we'll get him back in here after that because then we'll have the multiple different scenes, the same type of thing. All right, so now I need to flip. All right, flip. Stop hiding.
Hi.
There he is.
That was about half of a boogie race.
This is a good half.
Yeah.
Says the
You
guy
were
with
doing
3
good.
bombs. That was insane.
I couldn't get past
I
Captain
can't
Strong.
believe that happened. And I threw one away too. I was just so confident I was gonna get another bomb.
He's playing poker tonight, folks.
Now, if it happens again, we know he's doing manip.
Yeah.
No, I know it. We know it. Yeah. Flib wouldn't do that.
Cheating takes too much effort.
There we go.
It's like the one reason why I haven't tried actually running the full game is figuring out manip just absolutely like takes my brain.
It seems really tough.
In that instance, we would do it like that. Okay, cool. So if Dark's around and would like to come back and hang out, we can do that. Because then I have this as the backup. Wonk. So if he comes back in the call, then we have that. Yeah.
Back in.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Boom. Beautiful.
Nice.
Thanks for the patience, everybody.
Yeah.
Oops. Alright, let's pause that music. Does anyone need like a restroom break or anything right now?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Sorcerer
Good to
Siege?
go.
Good to go. Okay, cool.
DarkAlexandr, if you're talking, you're muted, just so you know. Alright, I'm gonna clear
Oh no, I'm just sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I still can't believe you got 3 bombs.
Dude,
That's mad.
Let's see what the odds on that are. All right.
Yeah, that's insane.
What, 128 over 128 over 128.
So that would be won't even do it on my damn calculator. It just gives like a decimal.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, I know 2 of them is 1 out of 16 354 or whatever.
So it's
So I don't know what 3 of them would be. Let's see. So 1 out of 128 to the 3rd power.
Where's my pop out chat?
It's 1 out of 2,097,152.
Wow.
You got a 1 in 2 million chance, you lucky SOB.
Wow.
What the hell?
That's insane.
Is pop out chat still a thing? For chat?
It is.
It
Yeah.
should be. And if you,
pop it out from your. Oh, sorry.
yeah, if it doesn't work, I think you can actually. I think there's just like a way you could just do it. I think you put like pop out or something after the channel name or something like that. I don't remember.
On your dashboard, there's a little arrow at the top right that'll just pop it right out. If you're looking at your dashboard, or you
that's
have
why.
to go to view chat as not.
Oh, here you go.
listener,
I
and then-
found the link to it. It's like that.
No,
Ah.
no, that's also very smart.
What I did is I actually just put
Or-
/chat. So it was twitch.tv/GeneralAndrews/chat, but then it redirected to that.